What's up, y'all? I realize we're partway into the day, but I still felt led to do a daily grind. Something about today, I feel like it's needed because I feel like someone could be coming through as being somewhat arrogant. It makes me feel like you could be in a position where it could be like to protect your interests, you're having to heal that or fix that. This could be like, why you being cocky? Let me go ahead and get this taken care of. So it could sometimes mean that you end up having to kind of like, puff out your chest in some way. Yeah, cosmic egg. This is something is coming of this. I like we've been seeing the Phoenix regularly, but this is there's been a spiritual catalyst. So just so that you know, this is a product of what feels like God energy being birthed in you. So whatever's taking place is it might be or feel new, but it's bringing out or allowing for some aspects of your divinity uh, to be developed. Is what it feels like, to be refined. It's gonna be better because of whatever the circumstance is. Usually that means like you doing something and you're gonna trust. You're gonna be grateful. It's like to God, if you will, that you did whatever this is. Masculine energy, okay? That's why. And then I see humble pie, which obviously that can go either way. A male relative or friend may be in need of your support or guidance, okay? This could be somebody got to swallow some humble pie. It says masculine. It says male relative or friend. It don't have, this could be coming out in you. Masculine energy. Your ego is strong enough to survive a healthy dose of constructive criticism, is what this says. You could be receiving some sort of constructive criticism. Let's see. I don't know. This kind of feels um you could be giving or receiving criticism. But whatever this is, I don't know why it feels new, it feels improved. This is kind of like you feel better. Priest. Stewardship. Prison. Somebody's stuck in something. They're like committed. This is like a relationship. They're stuck in something. This is like somebody is responsible for something. Okay? Somebody's, I don't know why. This could be like stuck with the bag. They're stuck with, this could be like the payments. There's somebody stuck with something, is what it feels like. It feels like this is like, I have to be responsible, or I have to do, this could just be like the way someone's feeling about their life. Surrender to the divine. Okay. I feel like consider any area where you maybe feel stuck. But this is kind of like, I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. Something makes me feel like something is changing about that energy. I'm not entirely certain what. It feels like either someone's no longer going to, they're going to increase what feels like their level of commitment, their level of stewardship, or they're going to let go of their level of commitment. They're going to surrender and let go. I'm no longer responsible. I'm not. There's one of the two is taking place, but I feel like it's as is needed in any given circumstance. this, because it says your hard work is paying off, it makes me feel like this is a product or a result of some things that you've been working on or working through. This is kind of like having an addiction and being able to let it go, right? I can start maybe this instead, but I can go without it, or I can do this. Like this is like something new, and I trust myself to be able to do that. So I'm just doing it. Having what could be like the humility to bow to the self, even. That's what it feels like in one regard or another. Your hard work is paying off. I don't know why I just kind of feel like if there are still with the prison card, if there are still people who are stuck, um, or circumstances that are where it's almost like you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're being responsible, but perhaps there's no movement, right? This makes me feel like surrender to the divine, because something, whatever it is that you're doing, is a part of the plan, and there's something that about that, something is taking place. Something is, it feels like happening. Something is coming of this, but it's starting, it feels like a snowball effect. So whatever this is going to um, it feels like wherever there is this stuck energy, there's going to be what feels like there's some sort of relationship that's like a universal law that has to do with the way you're doing something is in accordance with the principles of some sort of universal law. And because of that, like even in situations like this, it's almost like you're in that egg. So you good, you're protected. The snake might be taken out like some other things or stuff like that, but you are what's wrapped in whatever this egg is, because you are abiding by or so committed to whatever this law or this principle is. This can just be like a way of being. Um, and I feel like because of that, in whatever the situation is, as things are being refined, it's like whoever's not being the priest, if you will, they're getting the slice of humble pie, while it makes me feel like this is developing into something that God is getting taken care of on your behalf. It's almost this energy with the prison card of like back against the wall. I'm stuck. I'm caught, right? You think people who got to go to prison is because they got caught in their crime, right? Whatever it is that they did. So I feel like someone has, whatever this situation is, it's almost like something made me feel like that's realized, and that's where surrender to the divine is. It's almost like God is going to require surrendering or bowing, if you will, what could be like acceptance, um, and recognizing this is me. I see the Lord card, okay? Scholar. I don't know why I'm just kind of picking up a very studious nature energy to you. You're good at what feels like studying people, situations, circumstances. The hope card is showing itself. I always feel like you hope people are maybe paying as much attention or just as much a good steward of you, of, make it their business, almost like to, in some way, like, I don't know. That's just kind of, look at this. Fortuna, okay? This is some sort of consolation coming in, Fortuna. I don't know why I'm kind of, yeah, I just heard, I don't know, Medicare Advantage could be significant for someone. But I'm kind of getting some sort of energy around this could be information, but it's like that whatever this is valuable. I don't know why it's like humble pie is like this feel like it has to do with somebody doing their job, whether it's in a relationship or otherwise. Have you been a good steward? If I made you a father, have you taken care of your kid? Have you fathered your children? If I gave you this beautiful individual to take care of, to commit to, were you committed to them? And can you truly say that in all your ways? I just heard you acknowledge them. If you have a business, have you with the priest? Did you do right by that business? If you were a friend, did you do right by that friendship? That's what I feel like people being asked right now in whatever way. A humble pie is like in situations where that has not been the situation. Some made me feel like you got some people who's like, oh, they're on the bubble. I'm not sure. And sometimes you be like that, and you find that you gonna find out with fortune. You some made me feel like you would surrender to the divine. You just about to find out just how much something is worth. And humble pie, they feel like for somebody it's gonna be pretty difficult to get down. For another, it's gonna be would feel like you think about like your life going to this just because you've been a good steward. Something about to change because we feel like the conversation changing. Some things is about to get found out. Some secrets is being revealed. And it feel like somebody's being proven as being a good steward or as being a priest. Again, if they didn't do their job, whatever this is, it's something snowballing that's humbling to them and it's forcing them to have humility. If they did do their job and they were a good priest, they did what they were responsible to do, then this is slowly, and for some of you, like I said, this is slowly what feel like making it through the grapevine. It's almost like there's no, every time I see them, every time this, every time that, there's something that's like something about a constant. And with humble pie, anybody who's defined that, they have to accept, they have to swallow that piece, and that's all that they can do is swallow it. Get that down. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. That's what it feel like. Give it to me, I'm worth it. That's what I have for you for today. Hope these messages have been enriching to you. I love you and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.